So, got a wee knife here. No box, but it's in the original case, just doesn't have the outer box. And man, did that spin good. Look at this thing. Come on, man. It wants to be on this table. It wants to get checked in. It wants to get checked out. So let's see. Got the cleaning cloth and, I don't know, some paperwork. Okay, so this I bought on the secondary market, represented as new or like new in the box. Just didn't have a box. This is a Wii Esprit. It's like Espirit. Esprit, you know, right? Esprit. Recessed titanium pocket clip, recessed screws. It's a Ray Laconico design. Carbon fiber, both sides, beautiful carbon fiber. Or, I'm sorry, carbon fiber on this side, titanium on this side. Man, let's get a look at the blade. Yeah, I mean, wow. The aged finish on this black coated blade, I'm not sure. Yeah, I can see it's picking it up, but the finish is like an aged finish. The highs have been polished off the black, so it looks like it's weathered. And man, is this a good looking knife. Wow. Wow, I really like the look of this thing. Let's run this action. Thumb flick, Spidey flick, front flipper. I mean, I'm moving them in and out of the channel. You know, I mean, I'm looking for deals. I'm looking for things that catch my eye. And this definitely caught my eye. I just don't know that I can let this one go in the purge. Just already in hand, looking at it. Wow, is this thing gorgeous. What a beautiful pocket knife. Well, let's check it in. And as far as it being representing as new, I don't see anywhere in this clip which would reveal itself if somebody was putting it in and out of a pocket. It would reveal where here on the front of the scale as well. The blade doesn't show any slice marks. So, I mean, I'm confident to say it's never cut anything more than maybe a piece of paper. You know what I mean? If that. Yeah, I don't see any signs of use at all on the knife. So I'm going to say that the seller's representation of like new in a box was accurate. So the pivots, the screws coming out the other side on this. Not a fan of that, but okay. And the screws come out from that side too. Look. They go all the way through to the titanium scale in the back. Pretty cool. All T8s. I think the pocket clip may need to, well, no, there we are. Wow, that carbon fiber is gorgeous. Pretty dry in here. Well, there's a little oil on the bearings. And then this is neat. Look, inside the carbon fiber, there's a metal insert that they've placed inside the carbon fiber versus just a washer. It's like a whole insert. So it manages the stop pin. So the stop pin's just not in carbon fiber. It's actually in a piece of metal, as well as the bearings running on this piece of metal. I'm going to say that may just pop out now. Yep, there it is. These pins are just into the carbon fiber back here for the backspacer. All right, well, let's wipe it down. No relief cuts or weight skeletonizing going on back here. None of that stuff. It's got a metal insert, which is kind of redundant because, I mean, what knife's out there now that doesn't have that, you know? I don't think there's any that I'm aware of that are putting titanium against steel. I think that lesson's been learned. Kind of a mute point to bring up in an assessment or a breakdown of a knife. I tell you what I should report is if it didn't have one. If it was, and I had one not too long ago where it was, what is it, parkerized, or it's called something where they anneal, they do something to the titanium so that when it's on the back of the steel blade, it's not titanium to that. Yeah, I know what it is. I just can't think of it. But I did a knife, in the last 3 months or so that had that. And, I mean, it made for an interesting action. For sure it did. Oh, look at these bearings. Yeah, man, these are the good ones. Wow. It's a solid piece of brass with the bearings knocked in it. Is that like a skiff bearing? Something like that? Man, I don't know, but I know they're nice. Woo. Wee knives. I mean, for the most part, these wee knives have worked their way out of my budget. But there's a couple that I've looked for that keep me eye spying them. I keep peeking from behind the curtain because they're not in my budget. So I don't want to get bold out there and act like I'm in that game because I'm not. This is a budget house, y'all. Now, occasionally I get to run some pretty decent stuff through here, but by and large, the most part, you'll see me purge it right out of here. I don't know that I can do that with this one. It's awful nice. All right, I think we're ready. Let's put it back together. We're kind of working backwards because I'd much rather have that come down on top of this, but all of this screws into the other side, so this one has to come down on top of it, I believe. So we're almost going to have to like switch up and come over here. That's all right. We'll be flexible. We'll figure it out. Yeah, it's good washers, man. Top shelf stuff right there. And you could tell. Look at all the ball bearings in there versus like a standard set. A standard set would have like 8. This thing's got, I don't know, maybe 12, 14 balls in there. Pretty nice stuff. I don't think I wiped this blade. I'm gonna do it off camera. All right. I need to put a little drop on that racetrack right there. Well, and they polished that track where that ball goes. How about that? All by itself, they polished that one area. Pretty cool. Got that black coating knocked down so it doesn't have to fight its way through that. Come on, man. Come on, man. There we go. I thought that's where we were going, but no. That stop pin don't want to seem to go there, so it makes me wonder if it's this one. Well, it is that one. Goof. But it goes there. Well, actually, I'm going to make this easier on myself. I'm going to put it in this bottom piece. Yeah, like so. This one goes back here. Goes in this third slot right here. Or, no, it goes here. There it goes. Goes up there. And then the backspacer. I wonder if I can get one of these out. Yeah, there's that one. Let's get this one too. There we go. Now we're pressing down with everything. That makes me happy. Beautiful light titanium, black titanium, stone washed backspacer. Wrong hole. No, that's the right hole. Makes for a lanyard pin. And then the other hole is for a screw. There we go. Alright, just got to line it all up. Make it all happen. Better put that bearing up first. Well, so this is weird. So like we're coming in from this way, but I actually have to go to the other side because this is the captured side on the pivot. Kind of a backwards, confusing mess, but that's all right. I can manage. All right, that's backed out enough to get this lined up where it belongs. It's got a little nib. There it is. All right. A little play in there. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, locked up tight as could be. Oh my goodness, is that smooth. Wow. I mean, maybe just a touch. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard to let the... We'll see. I mean, let's finish checking it in. We'll see where we're at. But, oh, wowie, wowie, wowie. Is this thing special? Just this, the high points of this blade being knocked off. This got 20 CV steel in it. CPM 20 CV. And then, I mean, for all intents, boy, that sure looks like fat carbon, but it's, you know, single colored black. And then black titanium, black titanium, black titanium. Wow. I mean, one final wipe. All right, let's give it the check in for sure. Let's talk about this action. So it's a thumb, it's a spidey, or it's a front flipper. I mean, I'm gonna say it's a A minus. It's taken a few shakes to get it down. I mean, it's just not perfect. And of course, an A plus action is perfect. It's one of those that I go, well, I don't know what I could do to make it better. That's centered. For some reason, the one angle I was looking at looked like it needed something. But, you know, this is really good, really hydraulic, so smooth. But it's definitely short of perfection. But man, is it good. So I give it an A minus to an A. It's somewhere in that range. Let's talk about the ergonomics. So wonderfully comfortable in hand. I mean, it's just got that perfect molding for the hand. Gets thinner back here, so it allows a really tight, locked-in grip. Just the slightest amount of jimping here. Almost sort of aggressive, but it like it got polished over. So you can push through it, but it does bite quite a bit. It's not much of a finger guard here, so I mean, those that know the channel already know, not so confident, confident, very confident. I'm going to come right up to a confident grip, but I won't go over it because I don't have a finger guard. And so what that means is if I was to thrust forward with this knife and meet resistance, let's say a belt, you know, a bone, whatever, if I was coming forward with this knife and met resistance, I'm not confident that my fingers wouldn't come up and over that blade, making my hand a casualty of the incident, and essentially taking me out of any kind of fight. So I kind of have that finger guard rule. Without it, I'm not going to get up on that confident line. But we're up to it only because the back of this knife tucks into my palm. I mean, this is a very solid grip, and of course, could always go here, and this is definitely over here in the confident to very confident. I can cap that with my thumb. Absolutely strike forward with that blade. Very sharp needle point. Yeah, that thing's gonna pierce, man. Wonderful. Pocket clip pretty much disappears, but let's check how it runs. I got high hopes for it. Just the nature of that type of clip should run really well, especially with the smooth titanium on the backside. Yeah, and it's stamped titanium, which is way stronger than Bruce spring steel. I mean, once it's bent in that position, try to bend it away from that is very difficult. This little hole here is going to lend in grabbing it and pulling it out. Yeah, I mean, wow, it's a dream. And it's a dryer clip. I mean, I could put this right here. This is my normal back pocket carry spot. I could put it right there and take these, throw them in the dryer for 20 minutes. And when I took it out, this would be beat to crap, but this knife would be right here. That it's got such good retention qualities to that clip. Just going to hold it right where you put it, which is what you want. You want to be able to get it in and out very easily, but you want it to hold the knife right where you put it. Yeah, and that one does. I wonder if that tall flat grind blade is as sharp as it looks, because man, does it look sharp. Yeah, it's crazy good sharp. All right, the Wii Esprit. Price and availability. Where can we find it? What do we got to pay for it? Okay, eBay's got a bunch of these. They're hovering right around 220. However, White Mountain Knives has them, and with the code down below DM10, you can take their price of $216 and get it right down to around $190. Yeah, and that's no tax, no shipping for $190. So, I mean, if I was going to purge this, I'd probably be around 175, I suppose. And I just don't know that I'm interested in doing that. This is one that I think I want to keep, at least for a while. But, I mean, again, you know, my collecting's kind of changed, kind of geared towards moving the channel with content. So, I mean, maybe it'll end up in the purge, but I mean, if somebody was to make me the right offer, maybe I'd move it along too. But for right now, it's not going in the purge box. It's going to go in the keep it case. Pretty cool. And man, do I love this aged finished on this knife. It's just, for me, I mean, it checks boxes for me. The clip, the grip, the blade, the steel, the carbon fiber, the titanium, the black titanium. I dig it. Yeah. All right. We Esprit, man. Appreciate you all watching.